So if you're looking at relocating to the northern suburbs of Dallas, Texas, you've definitely come across McKinney before. And honestly, McKinney is one of the best places to live in the entire DFW Metroplex. So many of my clients, as well as other people, have relocated to McKinney over the past few years because of the great lifestyle that it offers. But I've also personally helped many people move away from McKinney, Texas, or recommended that they don't look at McKinney. And there's a ton of reasons behind that. We're going to cover both the pros and cons to living in McKinney, Texas today. We're going to dive really deep in here and really explore why people really love to live in McKinney and why people may want to avoid it altogether. My name is Michael Caraway. I'm a realtor here in the DFW Metro, and let's get to it right now. The number one thing I, as well as many other people, love about McKinney is the mature trees. There are just so many beautiful, really mature, really full, really tall trees in McKinney, Texas. And that is a rarity in the northern suburbs here in Dallas. Because of all the new developments happening, the continued expansion northward, there's just not a ton of mature trees. You get a lot of new developments where you get the really tiny trees in neighborhoods. And you're not getting that canopy that everybody really loves in a more mature neighborhood. But McKinney offers that. And McKinney is one of the few suburbs here in the northern suburbs that has a lot of that around. There's a few others like Allen or Plano, for example, but McKinney, in my opinion, is one of the most beautiful places as far as the natural scenery goes from neighborhood to neighborhood around town. You know, I've had a lot of people relocate from really beautiful states. You know, I myself moved from Colorado, and one of the things that I loved about Colorado was obviously just how beautiful it was. The mountains, all of the trees, it was just really beautiful. And a lot of people that I've helped move here are coming from similar places where there's been an element of natural beauty. And so when you find people like that who are coming from a place that has natural beauty, they really do appreciate having the mature trees that McKinney has. And on that same note, that brings up another pro to living in McKinney, Texas for people that are more active and like to be outside all the time. And that is the outdoor recreation opportunities are some of the best here in the DFW Metroplex. The city of McKinney maintains over 80 miles of hike and bike trails and also has over 3,000 acres of park and open land. So that is an amazing statistic for you guys who are more active, that want to be outside and enjoy the natural beauty that McKinney has. There are a lot of opportunities to do that, which not a lot of suburbs have. You know, for example, if you were to go into Prosper or Salina, there's just not that kind of infrastructure yet. Maybe there will be in the future, but McKinney being a little bit more of a mature suburb, you get that access to be able to go on nice hikes, nice walks through the woods, and be able to enjoy all the parkland that they've developed. The other thing that people really appreciate about McKinney, Texas is its school district. The Texas Education Authority goes around and ranks each school district in the state of Texas, and that agency has ranked McKinney ISD as a B. And so McKinney offers great schooling, and so do all of the other suburbs that are around McKinney as well. So you have a lot of great options when you're moving into the northern suburbs. One of the biggest draws to McKinney, Texas, just from a tourism perspective, is going to be the historic downtown McKinney. And this is not just a small little main street like you see a lot of these suburbs have. This is a really cool downtown area that has tons of different shops. They have a ton of great restaurants. They hold festivals all the time. It is a great epicenter of the community of McKinney. And the cool thing is that McKinney is one of the only places here in the northern suburbs where you can truly get a little bit more of an urban lifestyle. There are a ton of housing opportunities around historic downtown McKinney if you are okay with getting into a slightly older home that's renovated, or you're looking to fix something up where you can have, you know, a really beautiful, cute little house that's walking distance to the downtown area. So that is a huge plus about McKinney. One of the other great things about McKinney, Texas is that there is a definite growing economy in this suburb. Once you head into McKinney, you can see all sorts of cool development projects going on. And once you start really digging deeper into the small business climate of McKinney, it's really, really positive. You see that it is a great place to start a business, and all of the residents of McKinney get to enjoy that as well. That's why you get to see a lot of mom and pop shops in downtown McKinney and different boutiques and things like that. So it is definitely a benefit, is the growing economy. One of the coolest developments is the historic Mill District, which is just down the road from downtown McKinney. And this is a really cool development. Tubbs Brewery actually moved their headquarters over there and opened up this amazing beer garden and restaurant. There's a coffee shop, really cool concept going on there in that new Mill District. And this is really a cool development for McKinney. You know, it reminds me a lot of what I used to see in Colorado. You know, there was, for example, in the suburbs of Denver, there was a Breckenridge Brewery where it was a brewery and a nice restaurant, and then there's this huge event lawn where people could just hang out, hang out with the family. They could have a good meal, a good drink, and enjoy some live music. And Tubbs has done a similar thing here. Another perk to living in McKinney, Texas are the reasonable home prices. The median sales price falls just below $500,000, right around $497,000. That's nearly $400,000 cheaper than the median sales price of Prosper, Texas, which is just down the road. So you have way more affordable housing in McKinney, and you get a really great value here. And there are a lot of great housing options in McKinney. You have more older homes near downtown McKinney that you can go in and renovate and have more of that urban lifestyle, all the way up to mega mansions or new construction homes. But the housing market is actually one of the cons as well that we're going to talk about today. So let's switch over from the pros of living in McKinney, Texas to the cons of living in Texas. And we're going to first start out with the housing in McKinney, Texas as a con. Now, the only con I have about housing in McKinney is that there is just not as many new construction opportunities in McKinney compared to a lot of other suburbs here on the north suburbs. So don't get me wrong, there are new construction opportunities in McKinney, Texas. There's really a few different places that you can look for new construction. The first is going to be near downtown McKinney, where people have torn down these older homes and put up new homes near downtown McKinney. If you're looking for more of an urban lifestyle, that would be a great option for you, or you could possibly look at going ahead and building yourself. The other area in McKinney that's going to be seeing a lot of new construction is very far north McKinney, above 380. You're going to be really concentrated around the area, almost near Melissa, where Trinity Falls or the Preserve at Honey Creek neighborhood is. There's some development going on up there that gives you new construction opportunities. And then the other area is going to be more northeast McKinney, above 380. It's kind of venturing closer to the Princeton, Melissa area. There's going to be neighborhoods like Eastridge up there that give you some new construction opportunities. And the other area that new construction is popping up is going to be more northwest McKinney, above 380, in a neighborhood like Painted Tree. And so you have some new construction opportunities, just not as many as what you're seeing in a place like Salina, Little Elm, or Aubrey, for example. And so if you are really focused on new construction homes and you're not liking what you're seeing in McKinney, Texas, maybe you make McKinney something that you just want to be within a reasonable driving distance of, and you can expand your new construction search to a place that has more options, such as Princeton or Anna, Melissa, even Van Alstyne. The other con of living in McKinney, Texas is the shopping and entertainment. Now, there are obviously the basic necessities that you need in McKinney, Texas. You've got plenty of grocery stores, you've got plenty of big box retail stores. Just a lot of the basics are in McKinney, Texas. But as far as having a shopping destination, more of a district, a big mall, you're not really getting anything like that or any town centers in McKinney. Now, maybe there's going to be something down the road that comes up, but the only really area that I would say is more of an entertainment district that people enjoy in McKinney right now is going to be historic downtown McKinney, which is an amazing thing. But if you're looking for more of those new developments, similar to Legacy West in Plano or the Star District up in Frisco, you're not going to find that in McKinney. That being said, you do have a lot of options nearby, like what I mentioned here earlier, like Legacy West. It's not probably 30 minutes or so away. You also have to the south, right off 75, you go into Allen. You've got the Allen Premium Outlets, you've got Allen Town Center, and you also have Waters Creek Village. So you have options within that 15 to 20 minute range from McKinney, but maybe not as many options as what you would hope in McKinney itself. One of the major cons that we really need to talk about is the commute from McKinney, Texas. Now, if you're gonna be commuting from McKinney to downtown Dallas every single day, the commute may become a little overwhelming for you. When there's not traffic, you can get downtown in about 40 minutes or so. But when there's traffic in the morning and at nighttime on 75 can get really clogged up, and that commute is gonna easily take you an hour to an hour, 15 minutes, maybe even longer. 75 can get really rough in the mornings and the afternoons. And McKinney is really not close to downtown Dallas. So that traffic is a lot of distance that you are gonna have to deal with. It's about 33 miles from downtown Dallas up to McKinney. And so it's a long ways to have to deal with really congested traffic. And it's definitely gonna weigh on you, I think. So that is something to consider if you're gonna be going there every single day. You may want to look a little bit closer in a place like Allen even, or Plano, or even Richardson. Another con about living in McKinney is the public transportation, which there pretty much isn't any. In order to access any sort of public transportation, you're gonna have to drive down into Plano. There is a light rail station down there where you can park and hop on the light rail and get downtown. but that still is gonna be about a 20 to 30 minute drive just to get to that station. And then you're gonna have realistically probably about a 40-minute commute once you get on that train to get downtown. I know a few people that do that. Personally, I wouldn't be okay with spending that much time, but there's a lot of people that are coming from places that they had to commute 3 hours a day. And so doing something like this here in Dallas seems like a piece of cake. So, definitely don't want to shut that option out for you, but if you're going to be relying on public transportation, McKinney is too far out for you to rely on it completely. You're gonna need a car, and that goes for almost all of these really far north suburbs here in Dallas. If you're considering a move to McKinney or any of the other DFW suburbs, then definitely reach out to me. Shoot me a text, give me a call, send me an email anytime. I'm here to help you find the perfect place to call home here in the DFW Metro. Until next time, I will see you later.